Okay, it says we're recording, but I don't know if it's recording in Zoom or if it's recording. I have like a light behind me. What if I go this way? I won't look like I have a light in the back of my head. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to get straight. You must be on a Kentucky road. I can hear your tires, Teresa.
I am. I just muted it so y'all don't hear all that.
Oh no, you're good. I can mute everybody from this end. I may do that when we get started. Okay, I'm really not sure where this is recording to. So, oh well, that light behind me. Let's do this. Nope. Well, okay. I might be dark. Oh well, that's good enough. How are y'all? Excuse me. Well, it's 9, so I figured we'll go ahead and get started. And if anybody else is able to come on, then we will. So let me make this a full. I wonder how I can do this to where, let's put us all this way. Nope. Trying to figure out. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's do it all. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, so are you all on gallery view? I'm trying to figure, oh, there we go. Hey, okay. This is what happens when you don't know what the heck you're doing. Okay, how do you like that deer head behind me? Isn't that cute? Okay, so good morning, Lori. You're awful quiet. All right, hang on. Okay. All right, so I'm going to read because I have to read off these screens. And again, I really hope that we're recording this instead of the last time it recorded to my computer and I had to change where it was being saved and it was a pain in the rear. So hopefully this time it will be a little different. And I don't know, it didn't give me an option, so it may not be recording to Zoom and I may have to do the same thing and work on it. But anyway, well, good morning. Thanks to everybody that could join us and everybody else that can watch us a little bit later. So we made it to week 2. Did everybody get a chance to listen to the training? I know Lisa had earlier. Lisa. I don't even know who Lisa is. Teresa had earlier, and Lori was working on it. Did you end up listening to the call? Yeah. All right, cool. That was, look, I'm sorry, I'm really going to be reading this. I'm going to turn my computer this way. I don't want to look like, I don't know. Forget it. I don't care. I'm just going to read it. So this is the first time I've done this, so bear with me. So that Joe and Christina, I thought that was pretty cool. There was a lot of things that I learned by listening to it. I've listened to that call on several occasions. And I'll just share really quick what I learned when I was listening to it, and hopefully I don't step on anybody's toes that was going to say the same thing. But there was a lot of things about the grill pan and grill press that I did not know about until I listened to that call, and shame on me. I've had that in my kitchen for years. And Teresa shared last week, and I know she's driving. So I'm going to let Lori go. And what did you learn? Just one or two things off of that call, the recording that you listened to. What did you learn? Uh-oh. I either have, hang on, I might have you muted. No, hold on. Unmute all. Let me unmute all. Oh, there you go. Can you talk again? I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear? Speaker.
No, I can't hear.
Okay, hang on. Oh, where'd I go? Where do we go? All right, gallery view. Okay, Lori, talk again. I can't hear you. I don't think you're, hang on. Okay, I just muted you, but you're unmuted now. Okay, we'll come back to that because I don't know what to do. Teresa, you can talk. I can hear you. Can you? All right, Lori, look on. You've got your phone muted. Try to unmute again, Lori. Okay. It won't work? That's so weird. Okay, sorry. I don't know. Or if you want to, you could, well, no, you're on your phone, so never mind. Okay. So maybe we can get this fixed and we'll just kind of go on. Technical. I'm not technical. So, okay. So, we've all listened to it, the three of us for sure, I know. And so we've all learned a lot. So we've got some pretty amazing selling skills under our belts. And so what I like that now I can take what I learned when I was listening to those calls and give that information to customers and consultants and hosts and things like that. So, when you're out and about and somebody asks you about the stoneware or the grill press, I did not know it was cast iron. So that is something I can say. That's why it's so heavy. So naturally, now that we are, a little bit more about our products a little bit more, it's easier for us to talk about it out and about. And so since we're talking a little bit about out and about, let's move on to the prospecting. It is early on Saturday morning. Thank you for joining us this early. So it is super easy to share what you're so excited about once you are educated. And you all have the products that will change people's lives. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I can assure you that 18 years ago, my confidence in the kitchen was horrible. I knew how to make tacos and spaghetti, and I'm talking about out of a ripped bag of taco seasoning. I don't even buy taco seasoning anymore because I can put enough rubs together that season my ground beef where we want it. I make pasta sauce myself. I mean, I know how to really make food now. I'm sure Tyler's excited about that. But families, I'll tell you a little bit about this. I'm going to have to read this. But did you know that families who eat dinner together have children who do better on their SATs? They have better interviewing skills. They are less promiscuous. They are less apt to do drugs, smoke, or drink. And that is all because they ate dinner together. So because everybody's eating dinner together as a family, these other things will kind of maybe go away. I can tell you from personal experience, honestly, Kendra and I, we had dinner together growing up all the time. And so I do know that she didn't do things like that. And if she did, I didn't know about it. And she's a good mom. And so I pretty much know almost 100% that, that really helped her. When you know information like that, it is hard not to share what you know. So how does that make you feel to know about how you have an impact on future generations by selling our cooking tools and what that has to offer families? And so it's easy to share when you're out and about, and a lot of people are a little bit nervous about it. I shared a little bit yesterday about my out and about experience with Teresa. I don't know, Lori, I know we talked, but I don't remember if I told you about it. But I did not have PC logo wear, what I have on today. This is an old shirt that I got years ago. But when you have some Pampered Chef logo wear, whether it's a bag, a wallet, even the Season's Best cookbook if you're in the grocery store, or if you've got a shirt or a jacket or whatever, name badge, apron, we've all got an apron. I am not brave enough to wear an apron out and about. I'm not going to do it. I'm afraid. Maybe one day I will. If all 60 team members challenge me to do that, then I'll do it. But it has to be 100% team challenge. But I probably will not go out and about unless y'all challenge me to do that. But carry, like I said, carry your Pampered Chef cookbook. I go in Kroger's all the time with my little Season's Best or some cookbook because I'll do that instead of take pictures with my phone. Also, like when you're in the brownie aisle, you could carry the naughty brownie recipe card and give them away. You can even ask people, that are up and down the bakery aisle, hey, is this a good brownie mix? People might kind of think you're a little bit crazy and walk on by, but some people may stop and actually, they're going to engage in a conversation because not everybody's going to be rude and walk on by. And people in the grocery store because they're eating. They're gone to the grocery store. They got to buy food to carry home to their family. So they may not be Rachel Ray's or Bobby Flay's in the kitchen. They may be, I don't know. I know, Lori, you're a good cook. I'm an iffy cook, and I'm assuming Teresa's a good cook. I know we had good food at her house that night we had our party. So, but I still like to look through the Southern Living Cookbook or ask somebody if somebody posts something on Facebook. I'm like, please explain. Tell me about this recipe because I'm always learning. So think about that. You know how hard it is to think of 7 meals a week and then multiply that times 52 if you cook every day of the week at least one time. That's a lot of meals. And that's a lot of meals. You don't want to do taco and spaghetti and hamburgers every 3 days. You want something a little bit different. And everybody else, I'm assuming, is about the same way. So when you're out there and about and you've got your recipes, don't be ashamed to share what you do, because you're struggling. Everybody else is struggling too. Oh, and PC logo wear, you've got the little chef's hat on the Turbis cup. We still sell that in the outlet. So you could always carry this into a restaurant or when you're at work or wherever you're at. It's good to kind of showcase that. But how many of us have stared at our fridge or our cabinet and just thought, oh my gosh, what's going to be for dinner? I think I'm planning ahead and I don't plan ahead. So share with everybody when you're in the grocery store. And you could say something like, hi, is this a good brownie mix brand? I'm making this recipe tonight to try out, and you can show them the card. And do you think it's a good brand? And then you could say, have you heard of the Pampered Chef? And they're going to say, oh, I love the Pampered Chef. And they're going to say, I know, right? You're going to say, I know, right? And then when is the last time you have been to a party? Or when is the last time you've seen a catalog? And then you could pull out a mini catalog, or if you've got an old catalog, you could say something like, would you like this product flyer? And of course, they're going to say yes. And so you hand it to them. You just want to make sure that your information is on the back and try your best to get their information, whether it's just their first name and their phone number. And you want to call them back. We one time had these little Post-it note stickers that had Pampered Chef at the top, and it's kind of like a mini door prize slip that was a Post-it note. If you don't have any of those, take some Post-it notes and stick them on the front of all your mini catalogs, tuck them in your bag or your purse, and on your on the full-size catalogs or product brochures, just the little, the summer product flyers, even if they're old flyers, it doesn't matter. But put that Post-it note on the front of it and, make sure you've got a pen handy and say, would you mind if I get your information? I can call you in a day or so. And so that way, or you could say, I'm going to do a drawing at the end of the week. I've been challenged to pass out 25 of these mini catalogs or product flyers. And at the end of the week, I'm going to have a drawing and somebody's going to get to win a prize or a product. And so they're going to put their name on there because everybody likes something free. We like that free Friday download at Kroger. But you must call them within 1 to 2 days. Why? Because most people lose interest within that short amount of time, especially if they don't even know you. They're going to totally forget about the crazy lady in the brownie aisle at Kroger. But if you call her up, she's like, oh, I remember the crazy I Love Pampered Chef lady in the aisle. And so it's a little bit easier when you meet them at a party. That memory seems to linger longer than when you just run into them at Kroger's. Or in the checkout line, you might say something like, I can't wait to try these brownies at home. Don't they look amazing? And you pull out you show them the card, and then she asks about them, and you say, have you heard of the Pampered Chef? And then she says, I love the Pampered Chef. And you say, I know, right? When is the last time you saw a catalog? That's the exact same thing that I just said in the brownie aisle. And it is okay to repeat yourself. Because even if that lady behind you was in the brownie aisle, she's like, wow, that business is easy. She just says the same thing over and over and over again. We're duplicatable. And so you could hand her, the latest spring product guide. I'd love to follow up with you to see what you think about the new products. And then again, hand the cashier or whoever is in line with you in the grocery aisle, the catalog with the Post-it note on it so you can get their name and follow up with them. And just say, can I get your information so I can follow back up with you? Great, thanks so much. have a nice day and going out the door, and make sure you're holding on to your cart, because yesterday I was out and about at Kroger in Hopkinsville. True story. I'm going to stop for a second. And I thought, oh, I'm going to talk to this lady. I could tell she was a couponer because she had about 20 of the same shampoos, unless she had a lot of kids at the house. And I thought, oh, I've got a catalog in my bag, but I was having to bag my own groceries for some reason at Kroger. But that was okay. So I got out to my car and I was loading stuff into my car, and I turned around and my buggy was gone. There's a little hill at the Hopkinsville Kroger, and my buggy was going straight down the aisle right into this girl's car, the same girl that I was going to talk to. And I was like, oh. So, and Teresa asked me, well, did you give her a catalog? And I was like, I was so worried I didn't put a big dent in her quarter panel, but everything was fine. And I was so embarrassed. I just got back, finished unloading my groceries, and shame on me. And after I turned around, she was gone. I should have had my catalog ready, but I was worried about trashing somebody's car. So that's, sometimes I would say that's okay to kind of let that one go. But I should have spoke first while we were in the grocery store. Okay. So now if they get really excited about the product, then ask them if they'd like to have a show and get them free instead of buying them. And it's truly that easy. What are they going to do? They're going to say yes, they're going to say no, and they're going to say, oh, I don't know. They're probably not going to say, you can no longer celebrate your birthday because I'm taking your birthday. They're not going to say, I hate the Pampered Chef, I don't like you, and be real ugly about it. If they're not interested, most people are polite, and they're going to say, no, thank you. And then you just say, thank you so much. You could offer to hand them another one. And if say something like, if you have a friend or somebody you may know would be interested, would you pass it on along? And at that point, you could even offer them a referral gift. And if they still say no, then just tell them to say, thank you, have a great day. And that's what we call bless and release. So you just go about, there's going to be another person. Sharing is just caring about people around you and having a conversation. How often is it that we're in the grocery aisle and it's really quiet? If the cashier doesn't speak to you, it's almost like they don't care about you. But if they speak to you, how's your day going? How are you? Thank you very much. They are truly, yes, they're at work, but they truly care. If they didn't, they wouldn't say anything. So, we just want to share because we do care. And then when you start seeing what we do as a service instead of a chore, it'll become much more easy. It'll become more natural. You'll be more confident about what you're doing. Because think about it. Yeah, we love that paycheck. I know the three of us here are all wanting to step up our business and increase. And the way to do that is just to continually talk to people and start sharing with everybody what we do and how we love the Pampered Chef. Lori's going to make a big nod. 2 days ago, she had the sun rose, and she has been full throttle since Wednesday, sharing with everybody on Facebook, at her office, out and about, and called me yesterday, totally excited about everything that she's doing. So it becomes a lot more easy because we are not just looking to earn a paycheck. We know that people can use our products in their house. It does make their life easy. When we share the opportunity, we are sharing that they don't have to get that part-time job at Christmas to help put presents under the table, whatever, under the tree, and a good, healthy, hearty meal on the table. They can use their Pampered Chef check and not have to worry about where that extra money is going to come from their household account. So just kind of think about that. Prospecting when you're out and about is nothing more than a friendly conversation. You also want to be prepared. Now, this is something that I struggled with. And when somebody asks you, what do you do? What do you say? Oh, I sell Pampered Chef. What's Pampered Chef? Okay, so that's probably not the right answer to say. You could throw in Pampered Chef, of course, but you need to describe a little bit about what you do. Sorry, I've got to break for commercial here for Pampered Chef Tervis. On sale on our supplies for $12. And it's the large service. And you can get these big Bubba straws at Target. Okay, back to our training. So always be prepared with your 20-second commercial. And it could be something like, wow, this print's small. So let me look at it a little bit better. I help create mealtime memories with quality tools and tasty recipes. And they're going to be like, whoa, what did she do? Or I show busy families how to get dinner to the table in 30 minutes. We have 2 people in our family, and I need those 30-minute recipes. So whether they're, what do they call empty nesters, single people, or big family people, people are all wanting them 30-minute recipes. Or I help people realize that cooking can be fun when you have the right tools. That's a big amen. Or I help people discover their inner Rachel Ray. Or if you're a man, if you're talking to a man, I help people discover their inner Bobby Flay, and they're going to be like, they're going to walk away. Just kidding. All of these all of these are designed for people to then ask you, well, what do you do? Because you're not saying I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, or I'm a director of Pampered Chef, or I'm a senior, whatever. They're going to be like, well, what do you do? So they have just opened that door. They've given you permission to share what you do. So you say, oh, I'm with the Pampered Chef. Have you heard of the Pampered Chef? And what is their response 99% of the time? What have we been saying? I love the Pampered Chef. And so this really says, I'm glad I'm not a lawyer or an accountant, because when I said, oh, I'm an accountant, people didn't say, I love accounting people. They don't say that. So now that we have prospected all over, especially all over Kroger, let's talk about bookings at your shows. Bookings are the heart of your business. And I don't know what our time is on here. I don't even have a time. So hopefully it'll tell me where we're at. Anybody got to tell me what time it is? Have I muted everybody? I think I've muted everybody. So we're just going to.
It's 9:21.
Okay, good. Thanks. Okay. Thank you. Before I had a timer on here, and I don't have a timer on here now that I have everybody on the screen. Okay. So I got to make this quick. I got 8 minutes or 10 minutes, maybe. The magic number is 2. From every show you do, whether it's a virtual show or a cooking show or a bridal shower or whatever, you really let your focus needs to be, you want 2 bookings from every party. If you leave a cooking show and you get 0 bookings, big nil, zip, nada, make it a point to go home. Probably not that night, but within the next 24 to 48 hours, and put 2 shows on your calendar, whether they're from her show or from your friend or somebody on Facebook, whatever. Just go out and make up those 2 shows. Because you don't want to close a party without 2 bookings. Now, the idea is to get 2 bookings from that show. But if you leave that house and nobody wants to book a show because they all checked no on the door prize slip, don't take that. The next day, you need to make a next day call, and you need to call everybody from that show. It is very hard to do. I'm not going to tell you that it is easy for me. It is not always easy for me, and I'm not always successful at it. But tiny steps, I still work towards that. So I get there, and I will say sometimes it's not the next day. I'm ashamed to say that, but I do get there. So what I would do is if you can call the next day, then do it. And I'm actually going to challenge myself to do that. Next party I have is going to be the 30th. So the day, I can't call on Halloween though. But I'll call during the day. So what you want to do is you want to call them up and you want to say, hi, Teresa, this is Cheryl from the Pampered Chef from Lori's party. Thank you so much for coming. It was really nice meeting you and getting to know you a little bit. You could say, just do that, kind of like get a connection with them, and then say, act like you didn't even look at their door prize slip. Don't say, well, I noticed you said you didn't want to have a party. Don't say that. Just say, remember I was telling you about the host benefits that are coming up. This month we've got 60% off, or next month, or whatever. Talk about the host specials. how would you feel about getting some friends together and making, we could do wine, cheese, and chocolate, or we could do a Mexican fiesta party. How does that sound? And when you talk to them about more like a party instead of a show, people are more apt to go, that sounds tasty. Instead of, oh, let's have a show. Let's have a party. Everybody wants to, we all want to party. Even if it is just, you could do something like just dip and dessert. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. And if they're like, no, I'm really busy. And then you could say, well, are you on Facebook? And then she could say, well, sure. And how about let's do a virtual party? There's little to no work from you. I create all the posts. I schedule all the posts. I do like for my host to have a little bit of a heartbeat. It's kind of like inviting people over for dinner and going and locking yourself in the bedroom. But for the most part, you don't have to worry about posting things on there. Would you like to hear a little bit more about it? And then let her see what she says. Not everybody's going to say yes, but not everybody's going to say no. And guess what? You don't know if you don't ask. So be sure to ask, follow up. You want to start that phone call up. It was, wow, wasn't Lori's show last night fun, Teresa? Did you have a good time? What was your favorite part about it? Kind of get them back into show mode. Put them back in that party ambiance type thing. And then like, oh yeah, wow, that was blah, blah, blah. So when they can go back to that party in their head and they feel good and they're all happy again, then start talking to them about doing a show themselves. Okay. So if you could get 2 cooking shows and 1 catalog show, guess what? That's even better. And I mean catalog show or virtual show. Catalog show is no Facebook, just give them some catalogs. But you have to have at least one show to replace the show that you just held. So that's what you need to have in your mindset. You just had a show. Okay, now I need a replacement show. I need to replace that show that I just held. But if you keep just replacing shows, you're really not building up your show schedule. So you want to replace the show and you want to have one to grow your business. And plus the catalog virtual parties, especially if you're doing cooking shows, I call those catalogs, she does it right here, that's gravy on your paycheck. So that's a little bonus to your check every day. So in order to get the 2 bookings to ensure you in order to get 2 bookings, you have to ensure you do a few things. And I have my phone here. I could have looked and saw what time it was myself, but we're very close. I will post all of these, but I'm going to read through them really quick for Teresa that's on audio and then some other team members that may be listening to this. Just audio and not the visual part of it. So these are 17 things that we need to do to ensure that we have bookings on our calendar. You want to host coach effectively, and we'll host coach. We'll talk about host coaching later on in these Zoom trainings. You want to show up on time. Don't be a Cheryl and show up at 5:35 when you say you're going to be at 5:30. Make sure your dishes are clean. And it's always good to carry a cloth with you. I carry those easy cleaning cloths or everyday cleaning cloths, and wet one as soon as I get there and start wiping things down. Not like everything, so she's thinking, whoa, her stuff is dirty. But, just kind of the fingerprints on the rock crock lid from getting them in and out of your bag. Make sure you're appropriately dressed. And you want to smell good. If you've got pets, I've got pets, and I don't smoke, but I have pets, and so I usually don't get dressed till I'm walking out the door because I never know if one of them dogs or one of my cat's going to rub up against me. Talk about the high-priced products to create desire beyond the budget. Make sure your host feels special and appreciated. You definitely want to do that. Always compliment her on her house, her hair, her jewelry. We have got 10 minutes. Okay. Go over bookings in your intro and your demo several times and in your closing. If you use scripts, you can also use scripts. Use some little index cards and things like that, or some stickers on your products. Use the door prize slip, walk them through the boxes and tell them how to check yes. Do the 3 pile checkout. Ask every guest, be prepared to handle objections. If not now, if you're not interested in doing a show now, is that no or not ever? Don't just take no and just say that could be like not now. If they say no to a cooking show, ask them if they'll do a virtual party. And you know what? You could always go beyond that. Have you ever thought about doing something like what I do? You would be surprised. Some people that skip virtual cooking go, you know what? I could use a few extra dollars in my pocket every month. Ask for a referral of someone who would do a party. Turn your host into a booking agent for you, and they will help you out 50% of the time. You can also offer them a 50% off items for any referral that they get you, because they are essentially booking. People are essentially booking from their party. So the host would get a 50% off item. Offer an incentive to the guest or host to book, such as when a host gets 3 bookings, she gets a prize that's in a bag. Or when you book your show, I'll bring the ingredients for your molten lava cake. Know about your products. When you're doing the demo, create interest in purchasing or booking. Smile a lot and have fun. Have fun. If you mess up, laugh about it, laugh at yourself, have a good time, because people don't want to do a party with, frumpy Fanny. They want to do a party with fun Francie. That's the only thing I can think of. Sorry, it sounds kind of corny. It says, no one here wants to book a show with Eeyore, but they will all book with a Tigger. That's pretty cute. Have your calendar ready and clear to book dates right then and there. Get them on your calendar, and if all possible right then. And I highly recommend having a little planner that is basically just for your Pampered Chef business. You don't want to have one that's got scribbles all in it and all that. Clean, professional, just a small little planner. And I will share with you the ones that I've used. The dollar store is perfect. They've got one, it's $1. It shows a month at a glance. It's perfect. Anyway, and know in your head, like, okay, I know that I have November 9th available. That's my next available show date. So if you can't book it right then, you could pencil one in if they think that might work. If not, give them a call in a couple of days. But please contact them within a couple of days. And if they say they're going to contact you and don't, text them and the host back, or message them both back. And you could just send a group text. I know it's a little sneaky, but you kind of want the host to know that you're following up with the person that said they're going to book from their show, because they have a 50% off item at stake. Okay. Start saying on the way to your party, I will get to cooking and 1 catalog show tonight. And everybody wants to book with me. And start saying I wish, and start saying I will. We talked yesterday. We talked last Saturday about the 4 pillars of success, our belief system. And I challenge you to strengthen your system so much that your belief in our 3 opportunities, I can't even think what I'm trying to say. The opportunity to purchase, the opportunity to book a show, and the opportunity to join one of the fastest growing teams in the South. When you wake up, the first thing you want to think about is, whose life will I change today? It's all about your outlook on your business and where you want it to go. So this week, we're going to talk a little bit, want to learn a little bit about passion. Get my notebook here to where I can see it really quick. So I want you all to look at your passion behind this company's booking opportunity. You have got to believe that we have the best thing ever, and be so completely passionate about that you can't help but book a ton of parties. Are you passionate at your parties? Are you passionate when you're on your phone prospecting? Are you out and about prospecting? Are you passionate when you're talking to your potential host or your potential team members? Can they tell that you're in love with your products? Can they tell that when you talk about bookings, how much fun it's going to be and how crazy that would be not to have one? Can you paint a picture so clear that they have to join your team? So I love the Pampered Chef. So here we go again. Answer yes or no honestly. Are you passionate about your business? Are you passionate about booking shows? Are you passionate about your products? Are you passionate about sharing your business opportunity? Whether or not, whether you are or are not passionate, it shows. And I'm wondering if I could share my screen really quick. I don't know if I can. I don't want to stop the recording. Let me go over here. I want to share this screen. Share screen. So, oh, where's it at? That's not what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to do this. Let me go back some. All right. I don't know if I'm sharing screen. Starting to stress out a little bit. Did I lose everybody? Oh no. Oh, I think it stopped. No, wait, there you are.
I'm still
There you
here.
are, there you are, there you are. Okay. I don't know how to share this screen. I don't know if it's sharing the screen. Oh, because I need to be right here. Okay. All right, guys. I hope y'all can see this. And I think this is right in the middle of the page. Can y'all see it okay? Y'all still there? We got 3 minutes left. So, okay. All right. All right.
I can't see.
Oh, I know,
I'm on the
Tracy,
phone.
you can't see it. But all this will be in the recording. And so if you do not feel passionate, how can you find your passion? And here's a list of 10 awesome things. I don't want to read through really quick, but a few of them are attend national conference, go through Pampered Chef University again, watch YouTube videos, different things. Find a batter bowl buddy to keep you accountable. That is something that I just believe in that. I've got a friend that's on a different team. We are both in the lead group, the lead program together. And she's kind of like my accountability partner. So if there is somebody on the team that, or even somebody else in Pampered Chef, they don't have to be a part of our team. They could be a part of wherever. But just all kinds of different things to help you find your passion. Okay, we've got about 2 minutes left. Do you guys have any questions? I know Lori is like quiet because for some reason I can't hear her. I can see your mouth moving. I don't know why you're muted. I have no idea. Do you know how to unmute your phone? I hear you. Nope. She has laryngitis. Teresa, do you have any questions?
Oh,
Are you
I
awake?
don't have questions. I will share that I listened to the booking call that was put on the Facebook group and also the vendor call, and they were both really good.
I love that
This week.
booking call. I should share that again on our team page. Okay, so I think the homework is next.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read off the homework. I have 1 minute and 15 seconds. So here is our homework this week. So we want to listen to Abundant Bookings with Susan Warshay and Misty I thought her last name was Ellis, but it's not. Ellis? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Ellis. And it's under Pampered Chef University. Go to bookings, then peer sharing resources, and share this with your recruiter, which would be me. So if you don't mind, once you get this done, sometime before our next call, just you can text me or message me, or we can set up a call. And I just want to hear 5 takeaways. And this is a really good one, and I'm excited to hear this one again. But I will tell you all, we probably will not be doing this next Saturday, just because I think we are going camping. So it may have to be a day during the week. And so I will work on that, but not next week. But keep in mind on Wednesday, we are having the home office training with Julie Aldridge from 4:30 to 5:30 for any directors and anybody that is aspiring to be a director.